Hey everybody, this is John from Nevermore Antiques, and tonight we're going to be talking about 20 items that I have sold on eBay this week. I think that these items are really instrumental in my business. I sell meat and potato items like this all the time. Sometimes they're not fascinating, but they always make me a decent little profit margin. And if you pay attention to this video, maybe you'll be able to find some of these items the next time that you're out shopping, and maybe you can add them to your repertoire as well. So the first item that we have here is a set of stainless steel knives with a green Bakelite handle. I did throw a red one in just for good measure. I paid nothing for these. I probably paid like $2 for them at an auction. But those green handles, they really set these pieces off. They sold for $44.95 and $7.54 shipping and handling. This is a fantastic item. Always be looking for silverware. You can look up at regular stainless steel. You can look up the stuff with the Bakelite handles. Some of the ones with the wooden handles are always home runs for me, and even silver plate. And sometimes you'll be lucky enough to find sterling silverware, especially at places like Goodwill where they throw them in a box and you pay 25 cents a piece. Always go by there, and if you can put pieces together, you can make good money on your silverware. The next item that we have here is a Bible. I always tell you, Bible to bucks. You know what? There ain't nothing more valuable in the world than a Bible. And sometimes you can even flip these on eBay and make a little bit of money. This one is a 1946 Bible. It's got the really neat front of the Bible with the shepherd and the lambs. It's really cool. It has some really nice imagery on the front of it, inside of it. The the presented two-page was filled out, which is always a bummer. That's why I didn't get as much for this one. I only got $11.65. If that presented two-page had not been filled out, I would have listed it for 20 bucks for sure. The next item that I have here is a really cool old photograph. It is of a town that's just like 40 minutes away from me. It's of St. Genevieve, Missouri. It's an old bar scene. I sold this for $35.95. Picked it up at a yard sale for just a couple bucks. So like that is a really awesome flip, especially for one piece of photography. Like imagine if you could if you could find just reams and stacks of this stuff, especially really cool old scenes like inside bars, automobiles, girls really do really well. Military scenes, they all do exceptionally well. So if you're ever out and you see these old turn of the century photographs, be sure to scarf them up, and most of the time you will have one or two home runs in there. The next item that we have here is just a power steering line. I sold it for $44.95, had absolutely nothing in it, had a little shipping on top of that. The next item here is, again, I tell you guys all the time, you can pick these things up for free. I paid absolutely nothing for this, sold it for 90 bucks. They paid for shipping. It's an old computer tower that is a Windows 98. I never had an issue with any of these. They always seem to make it to their destination okay, and the people have always left me good feedback. So you can find a lot of these for free or for very little money. All you have to do is have a monitor, hook it up, test it, and make sure it boots. I sometimes throw a CD-ROM in there, maybe a floppy drive disk in. You'll need an extra keyboard, mouse, and a monitor, and you are in business flipping old computers on the internet for good money. This is a Ravensberg Puzzle. People are bored right now. They are definitely looking to occupy their time, and puzzles are selling fantastic. This one was $13.45 and $7.54 shipping and handling on top, and it was just, they're easy to ship. You can't go wrong with it, especially when you do sealed puzzles. I don't really mess with puzzles that are not sealed because I don't have to count the pieces. Here is a really neat vault. I sold both of these back to back, but they're just drop vaults. And the person was going to have to drill them out, put a new key lock in there, and it would work perfect. They mount to a surface. People put their money in there, tithes, whatever you want to put in there, and it's safe till you come along with your little key, open it up, and get the goodies out. I bought both of these at an auction for $2. I sold both of them for $40 a piece. So don't be afraid to pass up on stuff that looks a little bit odd, because sometimes that odd stuff is what makes you a lot of money. Don't be afraid to buy that item for $1 or $2, and your home runs from those items are going to be well worth your strikeouts. Like if I would have bought these if I would have paid my $2 for these and they wouldn't have been worth flipping, I would have put them in the scrap pile. put them in my antique store for $1 or $2 a piece, and they would be gone. And that's one of the reasons why I have an antique store and a mainly my antique booths. They're more of a flea market booth. My flea market booth are kind of where my bad buys go to die. Here we go. I've got another puzzle, cute little ponies, sold for $13.45, $7.54 shipping and handling. Once again, people are bored. I've never sold this many puzzles in my eBay career. Here is a really neat little vintage Hot Wheels. It's a Red Baron. I bought this in a lot of cars that I paid $50 for. So of course I'm lotting out the ones like this. I paid probably had 50 cents in it. Sold it for $6.25 and they paid shipping on top. So that worked out really well. It fits in a nice little bubble mailer and you just ship it right out to your customer and they're just going to be happy because the people who collect that stuff absolutely love it. Here is a I Love My Girls Purina. This is the red sign. On my last video I sold the blue one. So the people who have their chickens, they love this stuff. They love to decorate in chicken decor. Chicken decor is always hot. I don't know of a time that it's never been popular amongst people who are chicken fanatics, aficionados. I don't know exactly what you would call a person that is that really likes chickens. But yeah, that one sold for $15.25, free shipping. I had $3 in it, so it wasn't a home run, but it was still a cool item to buy and flip. Sometimes I just have to put my hands on these items, keep them for a little bit, and then flip them. Here is a really neat country and western shirt. I sold it for $26.95, $5.30 shipping and handling on top. Good little item. These are awesome. I'm sad that I'm about out of them because they make me tons of money. Here is a lot of Lions Club pins. There was 100 pins here. I sold them for $33.25, and these things were literally listed for like 2.5 years. I'm glad they're gone, and I marked them down finally far enough to where they sell. Every month, I try to mark my stuff down. Stuff that I know that's been listed for a while, especially if it's been listed over 16 months, I start knocking those prices down pretty severely. Here is a bolt of fabric. A lot of people are making the face masks. In the last video I had showed you one. I've actually sold 3 of these bolts of fabric. I paid $4 a bolt and I was selling them for $67.45 free shipping, so was doing pretty good. Here is a lot of R.L. Stine paperback books. I'm actually having some trouble. I don't know if you guys are having any trouble, but it would be nice to know, like, are any of your shipments being like held? Are they late? I've had 3 shipments that are just a long time past due for delivery. It's absolutely insane. My customers aren't happy, and I know that I'm definitely not happy. Here is a lot of commercial like light fixtures. I picked them up. Once again, if you're out shopping, be sure to hit up your places that sell kind of like your Habitat for Humanity stores. Sometimes they have different names where you can go in and buy seconds, or when a contractor buys too much stuff and they have a ton of it, they take it to a place and then they'll donate it, like Habitat for Humanity, and you can go in there and you can buy this stuff for cheap, and then I turn around and flip it on eBay. Here is I've had this thing forever too. It's a gate card from the Cahokia Downs, and it is for racetrack. It's for horse racing, and it's really cool. It's all kinds of gate card tickets that you could pretty much they were just sample gate card tickets, and I think it was from like 1978 or something like that. They were cool. I sold them to a collector. They were listed for a long time. Went to California. He was pretty happy with them. We shipped them the way he wanted us to ship. Sometimes a customer will message you and say, hey, this is how I'd like it to be shipped. My advice to you is just don't complain. Just follow their instructions, and you will be guaranteed to get positive feedback. Here is a set of antique wire rim glasses. These are pretty cool. Goldtone frames. Sold them for $16.95. $5.30 shipping and handling. They were not gold filled, I do not believe. I've been saving up all my gold. One of the things I'd like to do is try to do some gold reclamation. I've watched a couple YouTube videos about it, by how to take the gold and turn it into a chemical, and take it from solid to like a liquid, and then you turn it back into a solid, and then you heat it, and then you turn it back into a hard solid. And it's absolutely amazing. I've been saving up my gold-filled stuff because one of these days I actually want to try that. Here is a beautiful designer-signed Monet necklace. It's absolutely gorgeous. Loved it. Sold it for 11 bucks, $3.80 shipping on top. My wife took that picture because I don't paint my fingernails. Here is a really cool, I love vintage lighting and stuff like that, even with the glass globes like this. It was by Underwriter Laboratories, same people who make typewriters. They made all kinds of stuff. I need to watch a video on the history of that company because it's pretty fascinating. But I sold this for $21.21 and $7.74 shipping on top. It's a pain to ship because of the glass, but if you put a little effort into it, it's not really that bad at all. And the last item that we have for bid here, or for bid, last item we have to show is this Ken Schrader. It was an autographed T-shirt. If you look right here, he autographed it, and it was pretty cool. Let's see if I can get that to pull up. There we go. There you go. And it was a blue Ken Schrader T-shirt. I sold it for $16.96. I think I paid $1 for it at auction. I charged $4 to ship it, and that was a pretty good deal. I mean, you can't go wrong with that, guys. Sometimes I'm just thinking outside of the box. And I know my wet sold videos are kind of lame, but that's because I haven't been able to go out and find a whole lot of stuff. Going through the winter time and going through this now, the COVID season that's upon us, it's really hard to get out and buy stuff. So the stuff that I'm selling is pretty amazing. I mean, it's just stuff that I've had listed for a while. I'm glad to see some of it start selling. But anyways, I really appreciate you guys watching the video. If you would, go down below, maybe hit that thumbs up button for me if you would. And if you like the videos, be sure to hit that subscribe button. And you can hear the cha-chingers are going off in the background. I love that noise. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and be sure to check out some of my other videos. I'll have a couple videos be popping up on the screen in just a second. So thank you. Have a good night. Keep on digging. Keep on picking. God bless you guys. And remember, the family that picks together sticks together. Goodbye.